Okay, today guys I will be making some homemade chips and dip. And these are the items we need to make this thing happen. I have a packet of sazon. This is the seasoning I use for the meat. Cajun seasoning. Black pepper. Paprika. Accent salt. Parsley. And these I use corn tortillas to make the chips, and we also need oil to fry the chips in, vegetable oil, and we need about a pound of ground beef. You can use more if you decide to make more for a bigger party, but I'm just doing it for a small party tonight. And we need 2 pans. I have a little pan for the meat, and I have a pan to put the oil in. And I'm gonna actually start setting up now. Only put about a little bit of oil in it. If you're gonna make more chips, you could put more oil in your pan. This is a little bit, okay? And you're gonna need, of course, a cutting board to cut everything up. Your tortillas, and I have a drainage to get all the tortillas out of the oil once everything's done. Okay. I forgot the salsa con queso, medium for Tostitos, made with real cheese. You need this kind of cheese to add to your meat for your dip. Okay guys, of course we'll start by washing our hands and make sure everything is good. Want to make sure you're sanitized and make sure you're clean. You can't just go into cooking without cleaning your hands. That's a problem. See, the oil is popping. Turn that down to a medium heat. Keep it covered because it's going to start popping. And I don't want to put it in just yet. I want it to be hot. Hot, guys. So what we're going to do is also turn the oven for the meat to a medium heat. Sit there for a little bit. Of course, ground beef makes its own juices, its own oils, so I don't need to add any oils or anything special to that. If you prefer, I don't prefer onions with this dip, so if you like onions, you can put that in there, you know, put a little oil in there, fry the onions up before you even start the process with adding the meats. I prefer not to put onions in mine. Start adding some seasonings, accent salt. Don't add too much. I'm not going to give you guys no measurements because I don't really do measurements when I cook. Just do as much as you're liking. I'm going to start adding some smoked paprika in there. Black pepper. Cajun seasoning. Not trying to be too heavy with it, guys. My parsley. sazon, goya sazon. Actually empty the whole packet in there. And if you guys are thinking, oh, it might be a little salt, all that stuff in there, nah. It's gonna make all those juices, and then I'm gonna actually have to dump it. So that's gonna take a lot of the seasoning away from the meal. As you can see, like I told you earlier, I'm not gonna cook that much meat because I don't need a lot. It's not a lot of people here to eat it. Oh, some. Dropping it. I gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. What I'm gonna do next, you have a sharp knife. I'm gonna cut up the tortillas. This is a really good knife. I love this knife, guys. It's made by a good cook, and it just cuts right through anything. I can cut through anything with this. So I'm gonna cut the, see, I went across it one time, then I'm gonna go across it again in fours. See how easy that cut through? Go through it again. And I'm gonna take another cut through it again. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sets of triangles, 4 on each side. And we're going to actually cook these in the oil. Start adding to the oil. Okay, I'm going to add some more tortillas. Okay, the tortillas are added. The ground beef is actually cooking. I drained it once. All that liquid, all the juices that was in there, with all the seasoning in it, I had to drain. Of course, you know ground beef makes its own juice, own oils. So once this is done, I will add the cheese, which will also make it flavorful. The tortillas are already in. Once they get a little crunch, a little brownness to them, you know they're done. But do it to your liking. Make sure you have a little crunch to them. You can use this, like I said before, for parties, for your little gatherings. You can make large amounts, small amounts, whatever. But for whatever little functions you want to have. Chips and dips, fun, cheap. Something sweet. Something sweet and fast. Alright. I think the ground beef is about done. That is good. It's good. Ground beef is just about done. Stir up the chips a little bit. The chips are actually a little crisp. So they are done. So I'm going to take them out. And make sure you have a paper towel inside of some kind of bowl so you can drain the chips, your chips. Have to drain them so you won't have no greasy chips. Got all the chips in there, shake it out, get all that excess oil out. Dump them in your bowl. Show you what they look like. They're actually crunchy. They're a little hot still. but they are crunchy. Look at them. Crunchy chips. Yep, crunchy chips. Put these to the side. And we're going to make sure we cook the rest. Add those to that hot oil. By the way, this oil is extremely hot, but I kept it at a medium heat, guys. Medium heat. You don't want to turn it up too high. Like I said, make sure you stir these chips so they don't get stuck together. Stir them all up. Stir them. And let them get a little hard. Alright, so this meat is done. I am going to add the salsa con queso. Okay, the ground beef. I add the cheese to it. Add some more. Okay, add the good thing because there's a sauce. Stir my chips. Turn this meat actually to a low setting now. Oh, dropped it. To a low setting now. Okay, the tortillas are getting hard. I'm about done. This cheese is warm, actually warm, so I'm going to turn this off. That cheese dip is actually done. It's actually done. And these chips are actually so crisp. So I'm going to take these out. Drain them. They're actually drained. And I'm going to dump them in the bowl. Yep. And they look perfect chips. And I'm going to add the last bit to the grease. Stir it up so they won't stick together. Look at them frying up. Things is cooking to my liking. Alright, this is the end of the video. I'm going to take the last little bit of tortilla chips out. My husband is killing it. He said it's slamming. Okay guys, this is the end result. My husband actually started killing the dip and chips. Yep, he started taking over. So here goes the cheese dip, and here goes the chips. So chips and dips, guys, something easy to make for your family, friends, your loved ones, whoever. Something fast. Thanks for watching. Until next time, guys.